Hey, it's Justin Bevins again, and we're in video number 5 of our Buying a Home series, where I walk you through what to expect during the home buying process in California and Nevada, which is where I'm a broker at. So what we're going to talk about in this video is narrowing the choices, and what I mean by that is you're out looking at homes and trying to decide what's most appropriate for you. What are you looking for in a home, and what are you willing to sacrifice in order to get more of what you want? Because in a lot of ways, that's what buying a home is about. There is no such thing as a perfect home. There's always things that you might think of after you move in that you wish you'd done differently. And so I want you to focus on the things that are going to make a biggest difference as far as your happiness and your ability to sell the home in the future when you finally do move out. So the first thing is location. You've probably heard before in real estate only 3 things matter: location, location, location. And in a lot of ways that's true, because you can't move a house. So it's really important that you're happy with the location and you're thinking about the future resale of the location that you've picked. And this is where a good local agent is really helpful, because they can really point out things like future development, how that might affect the value of your home where it's located now. Simple things about location, like being located next to a busy road or a freeway. You can't change that, you can't move that, and because population's growing everywhere, that's probably just going to get worse. And so you have to think about, well, I'm okay buying this house because it's a great deal. I'm okay with the fact that it's next to the freeway. I'm willing to put up with that because it is such a great deal. But remember, someday you're going to sell that home, and being next to that freeway is not going to appeal to most buyers, which means you'll get less money when you go to sell, and it'll take longer to sell the house. So the location is of extreme importance. The second thing I want you to think about is strange or unusual features. Sometimes you get into houses, especially older houses, that 30, 40 years ago might have been very cutting edge or very unique design, may have been on the cover of Architectural Digest, but today might not appeal to the average buyer. And so if you've got a home that's got some really strange or unusual features, think twice before buying that home, because unless you're going to change that, again, in the future, when you go to sell that home, it might not appeal to very many people. Even though you like it and you're cool with it, it might make it tougher for you to sell the home and get the most amount of money you can for your home when you sell it down the road. The third thing is fixer-upper versus buying a turnkey home. Turnkey homes oftentimes cost a little bit more, and fixer-uppers usually present a better deal. And if you're a handy guy or a gal and you're okay with the fixer-upper part of things, then that's fine, but I want you to really think twice about the cost involved, not just from the material sense, what do the materials cost, but what about the cost in your time? We're all busy these days, and we've got so little time, and you have to decide, do you really want to sacrifice other things in your life in order to spend every weekend working on your house? So think about that closely. And then the fourth thing I want you to consider is anything that would affect future resale. Say, for instance, you're looking for a single-story home, and you find one, and it's a great house. It's in most ways the perfect house. But you're surrounded by 2-story homes all the way around you, so you have all these people looking into your backyard. That is something that could affect your future resale value. People that could look at that and say, I don't feel like there's any privacy in this home. And that could limit the number of buyers that are interested in buying the home, and it could also take longer to sell, and it could mean you get less money for it. So I always want you to be thinking about the future value of your home. It is an investment, and at some point you're going to sell it. And of course, you don't want to make decisions now that could affect how much you're going to get for it, or how long it might take in the future when you do decide to sell that home. So think about those things, and I'll see you on the next video.